Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Zarina Beauty. So I am going to start a new series of best advice, and these videos will be like less than 5 minutes, and it's gonna tell you the best advice I have gotten from someone in my life, and I'm just gonna extend it to you. So this is the second video I'm making, and let's get started. Okay, so best advice I ever got was in 2012 when my uncle was getting remarried. He was married before, he got a divorce, and he got remarried. And so I called him and I was like, congratulations, you're getting married, this and that. And he was like, oh, thank you. And I asked him, I was like, well, are you scared? Because, you know, I don't want to give out way too many details, but like, you know, I was like, are you scared of doing this all over again? Like, are you sure you want to do this? You can still change your mind. And I was just teasing him, you know, but he said, look, Beta. Beta means like kid. So he said, look, kid, anything you do in life, you will have a 50-50% chance. And that is it. Whether you're getting married, you're starting a business, you're going to school, whatever it is that you're doing, there will only be a 50-50% chance. Which means either you will be successful or you will not be successful. He said every time you try, give it your 100%. Know that this is the best shot that I'm shooting. And once you've done that, you've known that you've given your 100%, you will be satisfied with yourself, and then the rest is up to your destiny, God, universe, whatever. But he said don't ever be afraid of doing something because you think you're going to fail. Because he said if you don't fail, you will succeed. You know? And wow, that advice just like engraved into my brain, where I was just like, wow. And now it's like anytime I feel afraid, like when I was writing my book, I was like, man, what if people think it's trash? And then his voice was like in my head, you know, like angels singing in the background. He's like, it's a 50-50 chance, you know. I was like, okay. So I anytime I'm in that frame of mind where I'm not sure about something, I always think of that. I'm like, you know what, Sivanil, your book, it will be a success or it won't, but you've given it your 100%, and that's all that matters. So I want to extend this advice to you. If you feel scared, afraid about something, don't like walk away from it because you're afraid to fail or you're just afraid of it, because you don't know where that thing can lead you. My uncle, he's been married for like what's 2019, a while now, and he has 2 beautiful kids. I have 2 little cousins now, you know, and his marriage is amazing. So it's like, you really cannot let that fear of failure, and I totally understand that, especially when we go through heartbreak, you know, it's really hard to put yourself out there again. But to be honest, this could be applied to anything. Starting a business, having a baby, going back to school. Will I fail? Will I graduate? There's only 2 ways to go. And a lot of the result like depends on you and your effort. Now, I'm not saying if you don't succeed, it's you didn't try. Sometimes other things happen, and that's okay. To which he said, and I'm continuing, to which my uncle said, even if you try and it doesn't happen, try again. If you think it's worth the effort, if you think you are worth it, if you think your happiness is worth it, try again with the same sincerity you did the first, if not more. Wow, that is some good advice. So thank you so much to my uncle, my mamu. I love you so much. Happy birthday, by the way. It was his birthday. He's a Libra like me. His birthday's October 10th. Thank you so much for this advice, mamu. I really do love you, and I am extending it to all of you now. To not be afraid to shoot that shot. Go for it. What's the worst? You're gonna fail. Whoopity-doo. It's not the first time you failed at something. You know, you will fail at many things in your life, but give it that shot. Don't be afraid of failure, because you could just succeed. You might never know, you know. So anyways, I hope you like this little series, and I will talk to you later. Zoop.